Hello, Matthew, and welcome to Liguria in 1796. Yes, no, I haven't invented a time travel machine. Yes, I am playing Napoleon Total War. Um, why have you organised yourself into single line, not column? Fools. Anyway, I'm going to talk. No, I don't. Rearrange the formation again. I'm going to talk rather distractedly about piracy. And no, even though I'm playing Rome Total War, even though I'm playing Napoleon Total War, no, I am not referring to piracy involving swashbuckling sailors, long beards, pistols, and lots of shouting of "shiver me timbers." Although all of those cliches come from Robert Louis Stevenson, and not from any pirate. Nevertheless, oh, I've got another cannon over here. Right, okay, you go. Yeah, if we can lure them to this spot, we can well, with a cannon. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to talk about piracy and how there are two main issues with piracy. One of them is whether it is an issue, which I think is a non-issue because I think it is. I just said it was an issue. Now I think it's a non-issue because of the fact that I think piracy is obviously a problem due to the fact that there's the obvious loss of revenue. Half the arguments that suggest that piracy is legitimate are either pedantic, such as the "oh, that's not theft" argument. Yes, it may not be theft. That doesn't make very much difference. It merely makes a difference in how it doesn't make much of a difference other than how you perceive the crime, or the civil offence, if you will. Again, it's another pedantic point. Oh, it's not a crime; it's a civil offence. Yes, it is insignificant. It doesn't matter whether it's a civil offence or a crime. It only matters to the justice system. And we're talking about more. I'm going to talk more about the actual problem as opposed to how the legal system deals with it. Also, how it's dealt with, not in the justice system, but how it's dealt with. How it's dealt with in the sense of these cavalry being annoying. If we put them over here, stop positioning yourself behind the. You're just as good as the other guys. Right. Also, how, in general, governments try to deal and eliminate the threat of piracy. There's a lot of talk of a war on piracy, like there is a war on drugs, that you can just sort of fight. You can fight the pirates like there's some kind of disease to be eliminated. It's not as simple as that, because the only way to do that sort of technique is to completely and utterly wipe them out, and to do that you have to take down every single pirate website in existence. This just isn't practical. It's like trying to invade all of France in one go, or all of Austria in one go. I can't do that here, and nor can a government today do. Nor can a government today take down every single pirate website, because as soon as they take down a few more will pop up, and some more, and some more. Once you take down one, and that's only if you manage to take them down. It takes time. I mean, look at the mega upload case. It took time to take one down, and while they've done that, other people who used that would have found a different site to pirate off. There's also the problem with collateral damage. There are lots of genuinely legal uploads on Mega Uploads, and they got taken down as well, which isn't fair at all. It's not their fault that the website they uploaded to happened to have some illegal content on there. I mean, yes, maybe it was a poor choice of website, but still, they shouldn't really be punished. Should they be punished for a bit of ignorance in their choice of website? As well as this, there's a ridiculous cost of trying to take down or monitor every single website that could possibly have any illegal content on it. It's a bit like that snooping bill that Theresa May's trying to push through currently. 1.8 billion to monitor all the internet connections and things. It's not good in a recession. You can't possibly afford this sort of thing. It's just not feasible. certainly in a recession, it's not feasible to do this sort of heavy-handed tactics. As well as this, there's a technical problem. You can't really blocking pirate sites is a bit difficult. Taking them down takes ages, and blocking them. Well, look at the Pirate Bay. 12 million extra hits when it was getting announced that it was getting blocked. That's not really very effective. That's counterproductive. That is not effective. It didn't really help the situation. If anything, it probably made it worse. And the block is easy to circumnavigate, despite the fact that lots of the ISPs, most recently TalkTalk, has come on board with it. It's not. The block is still easy to circumnavigate, even if you have an ISP that's blocked the site. And as I said, the publicity boost is quite major, and the collateral damage again. The thing is, the main reason why I'm talking about this is not because of these problems, which are quite well known already, as they've been reported on quite extensively. It's not these problems that are more concerning. It's more the reaction to these problems that's concerning to me. There are lots of arguments for piracy that are flying around that are just as illegitimate as the techniques to deal with them. Like, for example, the idea of, I'd buy this game, movie, music if it was good. This is a very stupid argument, because surely if you want the content to be better, you would... Oh. If apparently I'm going to win soon. I haven't heard that announcement before. The thing is, I'd buy it if it was good argument isn't valid, because surely you pirating it makes the content worse. For starters, it means the company is more likely to impose a stringent DRM, and as well as that, it means they're going to lose money. Well, not lose money, but they're going to get less money. And if they get less money, that means they can't improve their product as much. So you're not really helping, you're worsening the problem by implying these sort of measures. As well as it says the argument of I'll buy it later once I've tried it. That's another stupid argument, because plenty of games have demos for them and they still get pirated. It's never enough to have kill the general. It's never enough to kill the Jugen Mercy de Argento. Nor is it ever enough to have just a trial of a game. Everybody always wants a bit more. It's like, oh, if I could just try it a bit more. Well, yeah, if you could just try it a bit more, no, it's going to just extend. You're just going to want more and more of a trial. The argument, if they gave you a trial, the argument would just go, well, if they gave me a more extensive trial, it's not really going to help. You're just giving excuses now. I know this is a bit rich. You know full well that I don't use I use semi-legal services for things like music myself. It's a bit dubious, but I don't, and my excuse isn't particularly good either, but I don't try to morally justify this. I don't think that I am morally justified in supporting these dubious services that I use to get music, and I don't go out in comments trying to explain myself and argue that that if the music was good I would buy it, because I know it to be false. Maybe that's not really an excuse, saying that I know that there is a problem and I could... Is there anything else? Oh yeah, there's one unit fleeing. Where are they anyway? Can't even see them. Where are you? Where are you? I've gone past you apparently. Ah, there you are. You're apparently routing, although you appear to be stuck on a hill. Yeah, you're stuck on a hill. Okay, get him, lads. Who is this guy anyway? I think it's the general staff. I've killed their general, so this should be interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm any better than a lot of the commenters on these CNET posts where they're talking about piracy and things, which is what inspired this talk, this conversation topic, I suppose. But yeah, as I said, I don't try to morally justify it as semi-legal streaming. I hesitate to use the term necessity for like that I only stream because I need to. I hesitate to use that. In this age of technology, is it necessary to have these sort of products? Or is it just construed as necessary by advertising and the like? That's an interesting problem, I think. Yeah, I'll leave you with that thought. And I think my army has triumphed in Liguria. I shall see you later. The links I've talked about in this video will be in the desk. And yeah, I'll look forward to your response.